Hey there, guys. Today I'm going to tell you how you can learn the subjunctive mood in just 5 easy steps, which will lead to better success in Spanish class. Step 1 is to know when to use the subjunctive clause. The subjunctive clause is used with hopes, doubts, and other unsure things. The subjunctive mood is often found in a subordinate clause following the word que. This means that when the subjunctive is used, there will often be a phrase like es necesario que or es importante que. Always look for one of these clauses that have a K in them to identify the subjunctive. Step 2 is knowing how to conjugate the subjunctive mood with regular verbs. To do this, you put it in its present tense yo form, and then you remove the o and add the opposite ending. For an ER verb like comer, that would look like this. The yo form of comer is como. You drop the o to get com, and then you would add the opposite ending, giving you yo coma, tú comas, usted, él, and ella coma, nosotros comamos, vosotros no quiero, as in I don't care about the vosotros, usted, ellos, and ellas coman. These endings of as, amos, and on would stay the same for the IR verbs. The opposite happens if you use a regular AR verb like hablar. You would conjugate in the yo form, giving you hablo, remove the o, giving you habl, add the opposite endings, giving you hable, hables, hable, hablemos, and hablen. Step 3 is to remember the patterned irregular verbs. This is fairly easy, as the irregularity will be the same as it is in the present tense yo form, so you can follow the same pattern of conjugating in the yo form, removing the o, and then adding the opposite ending. Some common forms of these are the e to ie verbs, the e to I verbs, and the o to ue verbs. Remember that jugar, even though it would be a u to ue verb, acts in the same way as the o to ue verbs. This also applies in the we form of the subjunctive mood, which gives us some weird words like conozcamos for the we form of conocer in the subjunctive mood. This also applies to car to que, gar to ge, and zar to se endings, which means verbs like practicar are conjugated as practique, and then you would remove the ending to conjugate in the opposite. So, if there is a word contained within a word, like tener is often seen within other verbs, like mantener mainly, you can apply the same patterns to it. So since tener is conjugated tango in the yo form, you would then remove the o and add the opposite endings. So we can tell that mantener would be mantengo in the first person, and then you would remove the o and conjugate with the opposite endings. This may be important as it has been seen on a test before. Step 4 is to memorize the real irregulars of the subjunctive mood. Now, there's really no good way to do this with a pattern. You just have to remember these verbs as usual. So I found a fun acronym, dishes, to get you all the verbs. The first is dar, which is conjugated as de, des, de, demos, de. And that means to give, of course. Remember that you have an accent over the E in de. The second is ir, which becomes vaya, vias, vaya, viamos, and vion. No accents. The third is ser, which becomes sea, seas, sea, seamos, and shan. The fourth is haber, which is usually only used as aya and ayan. The fifth is a star, which becomes este with an accent, estes with an accent over the E, este, estemos, no accent, and esten. Almost all of these have accents over the last E. And the sixth and final of this list of the more useful irregulars is saber, which becomes sepa, sepas, sepa, sepamos, and sepan. There are no accents over this verb. And now for the final and most important step, step 5. Step 5 is happiness, because now you can communicate effectively in Spanish and pass your Spanish class. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.